Hello everybody, this is Peter CM Hanna on J Master Animatronics, and today I'm going to be doing an unboxing. And you already know what this item is because you've read the title, but this is the Gemmy life-size Chucky doll. I'm not sure exactly when this was made, but I know it was sold at Spencer's. I think it was like around 2006 or something, but I've actually wanted this for about a year now because another member on the channel actually got one, Dark Shadows Review. He made a video of his here on the channel as well. But ever since I saw his, I've really wanted this item, and I had a friend that was selling one, and I bought it from him. I think total it was around 160, I think, with shipping. So not too bad, but and this one is actually, it has the original box, and it's still sealed in the original box. But it also comes with another issue, which is, from what he told me, it has battery corrosion, and he can't get it working at all. So it might actually be fried. Let's hope that's not the case, and I can maybe fix it, but yeah, it's just been a while since I've done an unboxing on the channel, so I decided to just film me unboxing this. And it's going to be cool to see the Chucky in its original box still from Spencer's all those years ago. Because I'm sure there's not many left in the world that are still like in, you know, like original shape as this one is. But, yeah, I actually bought this from my friend Nick. I think most of you guys know him as Gore's Manor, at least here on YouTube. He goes by a bunch of different names on Facebook, but he's selling a lot of like Gemmy life sizes right now, and like a lot of his props. He actually has pretty decent prices, so if you guys are interested in buying anything, just hit him up. He has a lot of good deals and stuff. But yeah, it's enough talking, so I guess we should go ahead and start the unboxing. I'm gonna try and do this one-handed with an X-Acto knife. Let's see how this works out. This might take a while, so please be patient. I don't know how much he taped this up. This is harder than I thought. Okay, that should be good enough. There's the top of the box. Looks like he packed it pretty well. I might have to put the camera down for this. No, I don't. Okay. And here it is. It's in a giant bag, so I'm just gonna put the camera down for a second just to get it out of this bag. Wow, okay. So there he is. He's actually a lot bigger than I thought. But yeah, still in the original box, sealed. You can see the zip tie was cut there, because that's when Nick just took it out briefly just to check the batteries, I believe. Try me button is still right there. It's a yellow one. Obviously won't do anything. You can see the original price right there. Like I said, it was sold at Spencer's in, I believe, 2006 or 2007, something like that. Maybe 2005, I don't know. 12 years and above. They have this thing age recommended. There's the item number. Oh, licensing. 2005, okay. But the years on the boxes aren't always correct, so I'm not too sure about that. But yeah. So let me see if I could actually take him out of this box. I kind of don't want to right at the moment. I'm not sure, just because like it's been in this box for over 10 years now. So, and I think it's still zip tied in. Or I don't know if Nick cut all the zip ties or not. Ooh, it smells like cigarettes so badly. Let's see. Yep, it's still zip tied in. When I feel one of the arms coming off as well. Alright, so I guess I'm just gonna end the unboxing part here, but I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show the repair process in the same video, and I'm just gonna edit the clips together. And hopefully I can get them fully working, but if I do, I'll include that in this video, the whole repair process and all that. So for now, this is the end of the unboxing, and hopefully I'll get them working. Okay guys, so I'm back. So I unboxed him, I cut all the zip ties, took him out of his box, and I didn't even have to really disassemble him much. He kind of fell apart in my hands as I took him out of the box, and I guess that's because the plastic that his body frame is made out of, that you can see here, is extremely, and I mean extremely brittle. So brittle that like it just broke apart right in my hands. I don't even know, it's like crunching potato chips. That's the best way I can describe it. It is so brittle, you have to be extremely careful with it. But like all the screw holders, like a screw holder for the board just completely snapped off there and there. The screw holders that hold all of, like pretty much every single one snapped off. So I don't know, I'm gonna have to somehow figure out a way to like put the body together. I'm gonna have to like melt it together or something, or glue it completely together. But on the bright side, I just had to replace one contact, which I put a shit ton of super glue on there, as you can see, probably too much, but it holds, so the contact stays in. Because this back piece, this piece of plastic is actually broken off, so the contact wouldn't stay in, it would slide out. So I glued that back in, stuck the contact back in, cleaned it because it had corrosion on it. And these two wires were still attached, thankfully. And he actually does work, thank God. He's not fried, but he does have, you know, some mechanical issues in the head. So I'm going to open up the head next. And I believe there's a split gear in the eyes, and they still move. The head is fine. The head is the only thing that's perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with that. And the mouth, I believe the gear is split. So, but yeah, I'll show you what he does.
That is sick.
You'd hear the mouth running.
First thing we gotta do is get me out of this body once and for all. You let me out of here right now.
Yeah, the eyes still move, but there's obviously a split gear in there, and the mouth too is a split gear.
You got your wish. You're mine now, doll.
The head seems fine though, but yeah, this thing is currently a mess at this point. Like you can see, his limbs are right over here. They all just fell off, and the body frame came apart. But what's cool is I didn't realize he actually comes with his own little like display stand, and it's actually like made of metal and everything. It's really good quality, which I didn't even know he came with that. So that's pretty cool. And he still has his knife right here, original knife. There's a battery cover, which is actually different color plastic than the rest of them. I don't know why, but yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. And as I keep repairing them, I'll keep updating you guys and letting you know what happens. So yeah. Okay guys, so another update. I continued repairing him. I think last time I showed him the gear in the eyes were split and the mouth needed to be fixed, but I've since fixed that. The head mech, or I guess I'll show you how this works. Let me just find the piece. So like I said, the body frame on him, like this black plastic material, is so brittle, so like all the screw holes, they just snap. You can't really mount anything to it, because if you try to screw something in, it'll just break. It's so brittle, like as you can see here. But this piece originally held, this is the head mech right here, it held the head mech in, like, I believe like that. Can't really do it anymore because I glued it, but both the screw holders on this side and on that side were completely snapped. You couldn't get this piece back in whatsoever, no matter how hard you tried. So this had to be secured to the back part of the body frame somehow. So what I did is I just put layers and layers of hot glue to hold it on. And actually, I didn't think this was going to work initially, but it's actually pretty strong. And I've tried like strength testing it. It's not coming off. It's pretty strong. So yeah, just a bunch of hot glue managed to hold it on pretty well. So that's fixed. And then over here, you can see this is still drying. I actually just put my thumb in it as I was turning around, but there's a bunch of super glue here, which is fixing this piece here, because I need that piece in order to put his arm back in, which slides in just like that. But yeah, and I guess I'll show him to you, because he's actually fully working now. All the movements and everything work. I just got to get him back together, like, you know, the body frame, put his clothes back on, his limbs back on, obviously. But after that, he's pretty much ready to go. So I guess I'll show you how he works. Let me just stand him up. This might be hard to do. It's hard to do with one hand.
It ain't the size that counts. It's what you do with it. That is sick. First thing we gotta do is get me
So yeah, that's where he's at. I just gotta get, you know, all this crap figured out. But once that's done, he'll be fully working. I guess the next clip will be the review and him fully restored and everything. So yeah. Okay guys, so I'm back. I fully restored him and now I'm gonna go on with the review. So yeah, like I said, I did a lot of restorations on this guy. A lot of things had to be fixed. But it actually wasn't too bad. I think I got everything done in about 2 hours or just under 2 hours. But I guess I'll go through everything I did to him. But one thing I did was replace the gear in the eyes because that was split. The gear in the mouth was split. So I had to open the head, I had to take the hair off, then re-glue that back on. I did that pretty well. The whole body frame as I was taking him out of the box, because this guy was sealed in a box from 2005. He was never like taken out. Except for the previous owner, Nick, who I bought it from. He cut the zip ties just to check the batteries on it, which was corroded, and that's another thing I did. I cleaned the corrosion, and I fixed up the contact. And then the body frame just completely fell apart when I took him out of the box, because the plastic that this is made out of underneath the clothing is extremely, I mean like extremely brittle. So you have to be very fragile with it. You can't like toss this thing around because it'll just break right in front of you. But yeah, I just, instead of having to screw the body frame back shut, just like Dark Shadows Reviews, another member here on the channel who also has this, I had to glue the body frame shut because mine had the same issue with all the screw holders being broken, not being able to be screwed back together due to the brittle plastic. But the glue's holding up pretty well. You know, like I said, I replaced the split gear in the mouth, split gear in the eyes. The head, I did not have to replace the split gear. That's original. I'm sure it'll split eventually, but if it does, I'll just go back inside and replace it. It's not a big deal. But I believe that's everything I did to it. And I rewired some stuff on the inside. But yeah. Like I said, this guy's made in 2005. I believe he sold exclusively at Spencer's in that year, at least according to the box, 2005. If it's not, it's like 2006 or something right around there, maybe 2007. But yeah, this is actually the back of the box. It's a window box. I guess I could turn it around and show you the front. But yeah. So when you walked into Spencer's in 2005, this is what you would see. He'd be in the box like that, and you could press the try me button right there. That's what he retailed for, $80, not bad. Goes for a lot more now. But yeah. And actually, I think you guys don't really, it's like in person, this thing is a lot bigger than you think. It's kind of hard to like really understand how big it is, but I guess as a comparison, I can maybe, let me see, what can I use? I could probably use this Grave Raver right here for like comparison, just to see how big it is. But yeah, that's about how big he is. So in terms of life size, I guess you could say it is a life-size Chucky. Like, he's not actual, you know, like life size like that, but you know, he's, in terms of like Chucky, he's a life size, he's pretty big. But in my opinion, at least, this is probably the coolest Chucky doll that was made, that's on the market. Just because it has like all the movements, it's really realistic when it's fully working. And it's just really detailed down to the outfit and the knife and everything. It's really good quality. Except for, you know, like a few things like I mentioned earlier, the plastic, the way it was built internally and mechanically. But, you know, with age, these things just don't last. You gotta repair them, that's what I did, so. But yeah, another thing, I think I mentioned this earlier, but he actually comes with like a stand. It kind of reminds me of the stands that were in, if you guys ever seen Toy Story 2, the stands that were in that movie where Woody and like Jesse were in when they were on display. Kind of like that. This opens up and you could kind of put him inside of it. So if you want to display him, so you don't want him to fall over. He actually stands pretty well. These feet are actually very sturdy. And the arms and legs are both, all of them are posable. So you can pose however you want. I just like him how he is like that. I mean, you can have him sitting down in a chair if you want, because his legs will fold up. He has a knife in his hand here. You could take that in and out, whatever you prefer. And yeah. I think that's pretty much everything that I have to say about it, so I'll go ahead and activate him now.
Sucker. A true classic never goes out of style. Hey, beautiful. Get moving. See you real soon. It's size that counts. It's what you do with it. That is sick. First thing we gotta do is get me out of this body once and for all. You let me out of here right now. You got your wish. You're mine now, doll. We're dolls, you dope! Shut up! Now sit back and learn from the master. Sucker. A true classic never goes out of style. Hey, beautiful. Get moving. See you real soon. It's showtime. Let me out! Let me out! Let me out! Let me out! Go ahead and shoot. I'll be back. I always come back.
Okay, looks like his mouth is now giving me issues.
It ain't the size
Okay.
that counts. It's what you do with it.
For some reason his mouth got stuck there. I'm not sure why. It's the first time that's happened. I don't know. I guess the string on the inside just got tangled for a second.
That is sick. First thing we gotta do is get me out of this body once and for all. You let me out of here right now. You got your wish. You're mine now, doll.
Alright, I believe I showed all his phrases at least one time, but yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about him. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.